solver right popped up. So the financial solver now, if you look at the financial solver, I'm just jumping slightly ahead. So in your financial solver, you've got various alphabets there. So the first alphabet is the N. N means the total number of payments. Total payments. Now, open the CAS up and check, please. Yeah? Open the CAS up. Without opening the CAS, you won't come to know, right? In our case, what is N? Nanu, what is N? How total payments this guy is getting? 120. So N is 120. Plug 120 there. Yes? Gabby, yes?
Yeah.
Then the next one is the I. I is the interest rate. How much is the interest rate that we've got here? 7%. Plug 7 there. Then is the PV. The present value. The present value means what is the value the loan or the investment is of. So plug in minus 500,000 and I'll explain you why it is a minus 500,000. Leave PMT as blank. Then your PMT is blank. Then is FV, the future value. Future value means how much your value of money be at the end of it. So at the end of it, all of this will be zero, right? Because everything is paid out. So future value is zero. All right? And then you've got CPY and PPY. Your CPPY is the number of payments per year. How many payments this guy is getting in a year? 12. And CPY is the compounding per year. How much time it is getting compounded? Compounded monthly. Again 12. Can you now go to PMT and press enter? See, what are you getting? Tell me.
This is right.
Sorry?
5,805.
Sorry, how much?
0.42. 5805.42.
0.42.
Yeah.
Gabby, can you confirm?
This one too. Yeah, I got that as well.
Good. So, Gabby, same answer?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? This means that his monthly payment for next 10 years is that amount. So he will receive $5,805.42 every month if this guy invests 500K at a rate of 7 years, at a rate of 7% per annum compounded monthly for next 10 years. That's the money that he's gonna come into his bank account. Right? It is very important to understand this financial solver, because eventually you can solve a lot of compound interest questions, the loans questions on your financial solver straight away. No need to bang your head against the wall with formulas. And that's a decent money, right? Every month without doing nothing. You would have blown that money off, right? Did you get it? Now, I'll quickly explain you. I'm jumping to financial solver straight away. That's my favorite sort of subject. This minus, and this is a plus value basically, right? Why this is a minus? The rule of financial solver is very simple. Any money, suppose this is you, any money coming to you is positive, or any you or your bank account, right? Any money coming into your bank account is always positive. Any money going out of your bank account is negative. That's the rule. When this guy invested 500k as an annuity with the bank, he's given that money to the bank. So what has happened? 500k gone out of his bank account. That is why it's a negative amount. Make sense? Mitchell, yes?
Yeah.
And this PMT value you've received as positive because he's receiving that money every month. So that is why it is a plus. Alright, that's the broad fundamental behind the pluses and the minuses here. And you will be seeing the pluses and the minuses here, here, and here. These are three areas where you would see them. Present value means how much I am investing if it's an investment, or how much I am borrowing if it's a loan. Future value means after these this period, which is 120 months here, what's left? It's zero because everything is paid out here. Right? Does that make sense? Yes, makes sense? 100%? Okay. Let's try to, sorry, I jumped to 8E straight away, right? But then this makes sense, right? It's important to understand, what annuity. Very opposite to it is perpetuities and interest-only loans, and we'll talk about it later, right? Shall I take this off the board? Let's do a very, very simple question. Sorry, I'm just doing a mix and match of everything today. But I want you to use financial solver as much as you can. Let's see, there it is. Let's try, I'll take this off, please. Let's try to solve a very simple compound interest formula, compound interest problem. Right. Let's say see if we can make sense out of it, otherwise I'll flip the topic. Let's say the same problem, if I'm investing 500k at a rate of interest of 7% per annum, compounded monthly, time is 10 years, and I'm not receiving any money on a monthly basis. Let that money sit and grow, and I get all of that money at the end of 10 years. We calculated something, right? 1 million something, right? We just use the compound interest formula to calculate 1 million. Let's use financial solver to solve it. So I'm now solving compound interest formula, compound interest question on a financial solver, right? It'll be very, very handy, I tell you, when it comes to exams, right? So now, Michelle, making sense? 100%? My investment is 500k, so it's going out of my bank account. PV is negative 5,000, right? Plug that into your CAS, please, quick. PV is negative 500,000. Now making sense? Is it refreshing back the memory?
Yeah.
N is 120, it is compounding monthly. So sorry, total number of payments. This could be tricky. I'm not receiving any payments here. So let's say my N is, let's try it. I'm just experimenting. Let's try N to be 1 here. Now I'm just getting one payment in the end, right? In the end. My PMT will be 0. I'm not receiving any, let's try, no. I think let's this be 120 and PMT be 0. Or PMT is 1, sorry, 1 payment. Let's try that, 121. And future value, and CPY, PPY to be 12. Can you go to FV and press enter and see what you get? And then I'll just flip flop some figures and see if you don't get the right answer. How much do I get?
502915.
5029.
29. I got 1 million.
Sorry, yeah, this has to be 1 million. How much?
Got 1,400,000 and
Same, right? 100
4 657
6.
57.60.
You had 120 here. You had 120 here, Gavin?
Yeah.
You had 1 here?
Yeah.
That's what you get. You see? You see? Total payments are 120 because it is compounding monthly. That's the number of compounding happening over the span of 10 years. PMT is 1 because I'm not receiving monthly payments. I'm compounding monthly, but I'm receiving last one shot, one payment. So how much will I get at the end of 10 years? That's the value. That is how you solve compound interest. Otherwise, what you would have been doing was, you would have been doing something like this. Here 500, 1 plus what? 7 over 100 times 12 raised to the power of 120. You will get the same answer. So either you use financial solver, but you should know what you're using, or you use this, right? Up to you. Now, coming back from the world of financial solver,